Today on Pro Tips, I'm going to show you a simple way to keep your guitar safe and happy while you're traveling on the road. Now, you'd be surprised some of the things that I've seen over the years with people putting things in their guitar cases that put their guitars in jeopardy. So if you look inside this case, we can see all kinds of things. We've got string cutters, we've got car keys, we've got capos, got rags, got more capos, got money. That stuff does not need to be up by your headstock. It doesn't matter if you're on the car, you're in the plane, you're walking around down the street, walking to your gig. That stuff should not be in the case ever. So rather than have this stuff up and around the headstock, that's what the case has a pocket for. So anything guitar related that you need to take with you, that's lightweight and necessary, like maybe a string winder, a couple of picks, maybe a capo, your cleaning cloth, fine. Heavy stuff like this, like string cutters, keys, put them in your pocket. Keep it somewhere else that it's away from the guitar, because stuff that's heavy like this can actually force the case pocket open, and especially if you're traveling anywhere, it'll just come out and bounce around all over the guitar. So now that we have all the extra things out of the case and out of the way, you also want to make sure that your guitar fits in your case properly. You don't want it to be too snug. You also don't want it to be too loose. You can see I got a little bit of play here when I can move this, and that's fine, because sometimes things can happen if you pack your guitar. These sides can push in, and the cases are usually made for the specific guitar that's in them. So you have a little bit of play on either side, so there's no, nothing goes right into the side of the guitar. Nothing is going to harm the guitar if it's in the case, if it's in the correct case properly. Before you're ready to travel, I always tell people to loosen the strings. Just let the string tension off. The guitar does not need to be under that kind of tension, especially if you're going to be flying. The pressure change can have an adverse effect on these things. The neck is very thin, to accompany your hands and make it comfortable for you to play. But if under that kind of tension with that pressure change, it can sometimes cause the headstock to crack and cause the neck to crack. Again, you just want to protect these things as much as you can. And you're ready to go. One thing to remember while you're storing your guitar, if you're a guitarist that plays with a strap, please make sure you take the guitar and take the strap off of the guitar and just either put it up by the headstock or stick it in the case pocket. A lot of guitar straps have chemicals and dyes and things in them that can actually permeate the finish and burn into the finish. So you don't want those to sit on the guitar for a prolonged period of time. So again, if you have straps, leather straps, anything silicone based, please keep anything silicone-based, straps, capos with the rubber inserts on the top of them, guitar hangers, any of that stuff. Keep them out of a lot of prolonged contact with the finish. Finally, one last step that I always try to tell people, one big question that I get is, should I take the string tension off of the guitar when I'm storing it? And my general rule of thumb is, if you're going to leave the guitar sit for about a week at a time, to take the string tension off, because it doesn't need to have that pressure constantly pulling on it. If you're playing the guitar a lot during the week, I understand, leave the string tension on. It's not going to harm the guitar. The reason that I say to loosen them if it's going to be about a week or so is because a week turns into 2 weeks, turns into 3 weeks, turns into a month before you even know it. Especially if you have other guitars that you play and you have some guitars that just are going to sit. Definitely take the string tension off, because that will help protect this area so you don't have the constant pulling of the bridge up off the top, and it'll help the neck health as well. So you don't have to take the strings all the way off. It's perfectly fine just to loosen them a little bit so they're kind of floppy on the fingerboard, because again, it doesn't need to be under that amount of tension. So leave them loose. Make sure your hygrometer is in a place that it's not going to harm the guitar. Make sure whatever humidification control or products that you have in there are properly secured to the guitar. And shut the case, and you're good for storage.